Years back, I was sitting at a kitchen table with my son and my niece. We had been talking about what Peppers might look like. We threw around some ideas and our wish list, but never ever in a million years did I dream that we'd be able to be standing here today. Now we are getting calls from all over the United States asking us to care for the dogs that shelters are unable to care for. When a dog comes to Pepper Senior Dog Sanctuary, they're sometimes in rough shape.
Some of the dogs present with behavior issues, lots of different skeletal, muscle, joint, hip issues, that kind of thing. Other dogs present with unknown illnesses that shelters and rescues don't have the resources to provide for.
Our mission, in part, is to ease the burden on shelters throughout our state. The dogs that come here are deemed unadoptable for either medical, behavioral, and age-related reasons. By us taking a senior or medically complicated dog from a shelter, it allows the shelters to bring in other dogs that could be adopted out.
The Dumb Friends League receives about 23,000 animals a year. And sometimes we get animals that are a little bit older, a little bit sicker, and we know that they have chronic disease that someone is unlikely to adopt and take on. And so we can reach out to Peppers, and Peppers will often take one of those dogs for us, and with their veterinary care here and their enrichment, they can give that dog a really good rest of its life.
The medical challenges of the dogs is actually probably one of the simpler portions of their care. Their social and emotional well-being is probably the most challenging piece. Making sure that they fit well in the pack that we choose for them, that they settle in nicely, that the group dynamics are positive, and also their individual care needs from a social and emotional standpoint. It's really rewarding to work with the dogs and see them really come out of their shells.
Here at Peppers, there's a lot for the dogs. Everything from this beautiful full-scale medical clinic. We do aquatherapy, laser therapy, acupuncture. We have our memorial garden out back to really provide a serene, beautiful place of mourning, but of happiness at the same time. There's also lots of walking space for the dogs to either get their zoomies out or bake in the sun. Whatever the dogs need is what they get here, for sure.
Last year, this time, we were very, very focused in getting our doors open. This year, we are now taking care of over 30 dogs. We are so incredibly grateful for the support that has been provided thus far. It allows us to care for an animal and alleviate their pain. It allows us to enrich their lives, and through that enrichment, it extends to our community.
The relationship between Firefly Autism and Peppers is just so natural. Our Firefly learners can come here and just be themselves and be in the care of such amazing people. And I think that there's a healing quality to the relationship between the learners that come to Firefly Autism and the senior dogs at Peppers.
How can you say no to that smile?
To those darling eyes.
To that tail wag or that tongue.
How can you say no to that sweet face?
To the cute pitter-patter coming down the hall?
To the warmest of cuddles and those precious paws.
How can you say no to a senior dog who might have most of their years behind them,
yet have so much love to give?
For those sweet souls who never say no to us, we will never,
never,
ever
say no to them.
We are Peppers Senior Dog Sanctuary.
And we're here for the good days, the bad days, and the last days.